I'm too small, Mom. You can't see me.
Let's.
Girl meat.
Can you hear us now? Yeah, I'm going to help you.
Mute.
Still, huh? Testing, testing. Can you guys hear? Okay, awesome. Sorry about that. Nothing.
I can't hear you.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. Hey. From Virginia, all the way from Nevada to Virginia. Awesome. Trey's in the kitchen. He's cooking today. Every time Trey is cooking, he always creates some delicious stuff. And so I'm excited to eat. Oh, I could.
That's too bad.
That chili, baby. Whew.
One more back or one more lower.
How is everybody? Hmm? So today we are working on some French fries. We're gonna have a huge family French fry day.
You said that's cauliflower?
Yeah, and that one too. I was gonna help you chop
I
it.
think one should be enough.
So long.
Nope, Hi is not our last name. Hi is Hebrew for life, and we're on a life path. Hi, Pat. You are.
Hello. Thanks for asking where you're from. Michelle.
We're from Nevada. Hello, everybody. Say hi. We're in Nevada. All right, so let's just. I'm gonna bring you. Show you what Papa's. Lynn Watts says, "Good to see you, Trey."
Hi, Lynn. Thank you. Lynn.
At the very bottom.
Oh, Lynn Watts. How you doing, Lynn? Yeah, so I've been able to get up on my feet lately. So, do I need to put on this mic?
I suggest so.
Yeah, I've been able to get up on my feet. So, decided to come out and cook with the family. It's been a while since I've been out here.
Supposed to cut it in half.
Scotty asked, "What are we making today?"
So we're making baked potatoes, but not normal potatoes.
Baked fries, kind of.
Baked fries, yeah. And we're doing pink oyster mushrooms as like bacon bits on the top of them, and some kind of cauliflower dip that's gonna consist of like mint and roasted garlic, chili peppers, and just various spices.
Yep. This is Trey, my husband. I normally, well, we don't really do like lives. This is our first live. But I have recorded him in the past with other videos. So Trey made a lovely bacon topper, bacon crispy. It's made out of oyster mushrooms, and then this is going to be baked in the oven to make crisp, so we could top our French fries with. It tastes delicious. Oh man, that umami is so good.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you give me the
Happy
food
Sunday. What do you need?
purifier? The food purifier?
Food sure.
I guess, or not purifier, the processor, the food processor.
No, you don't
I
need
guess
to.
I could just hand.
Yeah,
I
it
kinda
boils
want it
up
really,
very, very
I
fast.
kind of want it really fine. Though.
It's gonna be when you blend it, it's gonna just
The
be
food,
mush.
the hands, the stick one.
Yeah. So this is gonna be part of the sauce. We have cauliflower. We're going to put some water and then just boil it. That's gonna be part of the sauce, right?
Yep. No, I guess Ma says the hand one.
I want chop.
Hi, Sakina. She said, I'm glad you're feeling better. I've been waiting for you to cook. I love to see you make those lentil wraps. Man, remember that?
Yeah.
We have to
Those are
go
my favorite.
revisit those again because that's delicious. I was actually thinking about that today. Very
Yeah,
interesting.
I actually requested some of those banana blossoms again so we could do some kind of taco wraps again. That was really good. That barbacoa.
Yeah, that was really, really good. Here, can you put this in the compost, please?
She's eating it.
You're eating it. All right, so we have some potatoes. Oh, the water. So we've got two types of potatoes. One, we have a batch of, this is heavy, red potatoes that are soaking. We are soaking the potatoes so that it loses all its starches, and then once we bake it, it should be really nice and crisp. So we've got some red, and then I've already started drying the batch of russet potatoes. I think russet potatoes are is it the classic potato to use for French fries?
Yeah. The
Russets?
russet potatoes, yeah. The russet.
All right, I'm gonna go and
Drain it.
drain that, and then we'll dry it.
There's a lot of tin. I don't think it'll all fit in here, Mama. Ah, my goodness.
Rinse
This
it a
one
little
wash?
bit. Yeah.
It was. So you normally cut the bottom off before you put it in?
No.
Cut it in half first.
Yeah.
Seems like you cut the bottom off first.
Sakina said, if y'all ever decide to move, come to Florida.
My auntie's out there in Florida. Yeah, she likes it a lot. She's actually doing the RV life now, so she's kind of all over the place. I've always wanted to go to Florida because you can grow anything out there. All the tropical fruits. It'd be nice to have fresh coconut on deck. So we're preparing, it's going to be baked French fries with a pink
Oh, this
oyster
is the one
mushrooms
before.
as a topping. And then a cauliflower, some kind of like smoked cauliflower dipping sauce. We got like some roasted garlic, roasted mint in it. chili peppers and uh, smoked paprika, chipotle, onion powder. Excuse me.
I boiled that for you, babe.
Oh, this was also
Yeah.
well because it's got no. This is all the sauce.
Okay.
To start a business, what are you doing?
Someone is asking. Someone gives you $1 million to start a business. What are you doing?
Somebody gives me $1 million to start a business.
Yeah.
Jeez. So first I'd go to school to get my ND, and then I'd start
What
up
is ND? Tell everybody.
the naturopath doctor. Yeah, so first I'd spend 4 years doing that. Probably travel around to various other naturopath doctors that are practicing, learn under them for a year or so. Then after that, spin up my own naturopath practice or clinic. What the $1 million would go to, probably all the equipment, top of the line equipment from out of PEMF mats, hyperbaric chambers. I mean, the works pretty much. And then whatever's left over from that, just pretty much dump it all into marketing. Yeah.
That's a good plan, babe.
Is your daughter helping you to prep?
Prepare. Sounds like a good investment.
Yeah, and then also it'd be on a resort where all food and fruits will be grown on that resort, where people could come and get a true healing experience. All the homes would probably be earthen homes, so be grounding naturally everywhere you go. Yeah, it definitely be the works. I got big plans for something like that.
Sounds like a good idea.
Good investment, huh? All right.
Nice cooking.
Huh?
Someone said nice cooking.
Nice cooking. Thank you. Yeah, I don't really cook. Um, I can make certain things. I come up with weird concoctions and ideas, and I don't know. I don't know if they'll work half the time, but it definitely sounds good in the head.
Because now I'm hungry.
Uh,
Rosa and kids could start.
I'm preparing tofu.
Kids cooking class.
right,
Good
right.
afternoon from Chicago. You have a beautiful family.
Thank you. Good
So-
afternoon from Chicago. Good afternoon, Paula. Thank you.
Just got home. Now fun to see you Trey up and around happy.
Thank you. Thank you. This is, you changed your name. I think this is Lulu.
Lulu's mom?
Lulu mom. I think because I see
Oh,
the I
guess
see
what?
the dog with the it looks like a dog with a pink scarf on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Lulu mom.
No,
Yeah.
What's the name, the username?
She changed it, I think. Did
It's-
you?
now it's
100%
always-
plant-based
al-
PB.
Hi, dear family. Thank you for being the specialist blessing. You are all of our lives.
Thank you so much.
Lulu's mom, yes.
Lulu's mom. Yes, see, I got it.
She left the cutest comment today. She was like, when I leave the house, she leaves our videos on play all for the dog, for Lulu.
Oh, that's
I was
cute.
like, that is bad.
Yeah, no, you guys are all amazing in this community. We absolutely love and adore all of you guys.
The crispy smashed potatoes are so delicious.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely.
Lulu's mom, yes. 100%.
Yeah, I can never get enough of them. Honestly, the ones that she made me on my birthday, I know I made the smart aleck remark, but it was actually the perfect amount. I really don't need any more of that. I just get greedy when I get those things.
Wait a minute.
What?
You did 2 heads of cauliflower?
Yeah.
I need that one.
How come?
We're gonna do fried cauliflower.
Oh, you were doing fry. Can you use this mix? Cause
No.
oh, you wanted to fry a whole cauliflower.
Heads. That's okay. I'm gonna get
Sorry.
some more cauliflower.
Will this push down in here?
Huh? That's why we did a bigger bowl.
Yeah, but
Who are you saying hi to, Isaiah?
the thing is, babe, is I wanted to be like more of a thicker sauce. Can I have the
But you can always
where's the hand blender?
You can always drain some water.
But it's got all the chili sauce in it. Yeah, I was trying to avoid.
Marianne says, glad you're doing better, Trey.
Thank you.
Someone say, hey, Isaiah.
Yeah, for the last few days I've been walking without crutches, so that's been really nice. Not having to hobble around anymore.
Be careful with that, babe.
Yeah, it's not.
Maybe it's not.
Someone wishes they had your energy.
There we go.
For the kids,
Somehow
huh?
I end up with 2 names.
Right?
Isaiah, hi, sweetheart.
I think it's the food that helps energy for the day, for the kids, for all of us. Someone has your name.
Huh?
Someone has your name.
Oh, really?
I'm
Who's
gonna
this?
prepare.
Who's got my name?
Trey.
Trey, what? Somebody.
Can you grab me another cauliflower?
Yeah, somebody over there clowning.
So today we are also going to be, I plan on making something fried. So we've got some panko breadcrumbs and I'm going to make some breading. I know it's a little bit loud.
Sorry.
Somebody said Trey. Oh.
I'll show you what Trey's
Almost
making.
done. Almost done.
He is blending cauliflower, just boiled cauliflower, in this pot to make a base of a sauce.
Hey, someone's laughing.
So yeah, we need to wash that. We need to cut them into four.
Okay, go back.
You have to
over
hold the
there.
blender.
Yeah.
Go back over there.
Stick
Careful.
blender. Yeah.
Show them the dried potatoes.
Okay.
Oh, who said that?
We have our potatoes drying, so we can get it ready for making French fries.
All right.
We need to grow this channel. Be sure to share, sweet peeps. Thank you so much, Lulu's mom. Hi, Isaiah. And we're actually going to bake them in the oven.
Those fried look
I can't
good.
wait for lunch.
Right.
And those fries look
All right.
good.
So I need this guy to
Those fries look good. And those fries look good.
come to a boil faster.
This one is a faster boiler.
Is it?
Those fries look good.
Just let it get hot here.
Mr.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so now I'm gonna start on the. Where's the cauliflower? Did you guys already do it? Okay.
Did you dust that towel off well? before putting the potatoes on there?
No. Okay, so excuse me, guys.
Here we go. You go on that side. Don't get in.
Alrighty, so for something fried, I've got some frozen. This is just frozen overnight, and then I defrosted it this morning. Some frozen tofu, which when you freeze it, I don't know if you know, a lot of people in the vegan or plant-based family know, or the vegan or the plant-based community know that if you freeze this and you defrost it and you like press out all of the water, it's going to create this really interesting texture, and it's like drier. When we fry it up, it should be nice and just crispy. It's going to be lovely. So I have got 3 blocks of that, and I'm also going to fry up some cauliflower as like a fried chicken wing or something like that.
Wait, what is this?
What?
Nutritional yeast.
Nutritional yeast.
It says oregano.
I told you to go to market because you say that.
What are you working on in the background, babe?
I am working on this sauce that I almost just ruined the whole thing of throwing a whole lot of nutritional yeast in there. That would have been terrible.
You scooped it out.
Huh? Yeah. Be fine with a little bit.
Never knew that about frozen tofu plus.
You should definitely try it out.
Yeah, that would have been terrible, right, Isaiah? Yeah.
Where's your sauce?
What's that?
Where's some of
All right, Mercy, how about you help me work on a batter? When are we gonna put in the French fries? Should we maybe preheat the oven?
That's a lot of fries.
What is NY? Good job. So I've got my cauliflower broken into little pieces like this. It's kind of like a little wing drummet. And then we're going to batter it, fry it. I think it's going to be delicious.
I enjoy watching your channel so much.
Hey, Ashani. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you guys being a part of this community and family. You guys keep us going, making more videos.
Keep them busy.
Keep who busy? You guys?
No, you guys. Where's that?
What are you making right now?
I'm just breaking up our cauliflower for wings.
Grace said that.
Cauliflower is my favorite vegetable, babe.
Yeah.
I tell you every time.
I
What's
mean,
your
literally
favorite?
every time, too.
What's your favorite?
What's your favorite, babe?
I mean, literally every time.
Potatoes are up there. Okay, wait. It has to be non-carby.
Non what?
Non-carby. So like
Non-carby?
potato is not a vegetable.
My favorite vegetable. Jeez.
Mine is tomato. Oh my goodness.
Tomato's a fruit.
Murphy's favorite vegetable.
Everyone knows that.
right.
Very
I
cute.
think Mizuna is one of them.
Mizuna, really?
Yeah. I like okra too a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We need everyone to tell us their favorite vegetable.
Yeah. What's everyone's favorite vegetable?
Yeah. Mizuna, I would say Mizuna is probably my favorite. It's a Japanese mustard green. And I really like mustardy things like
Horseradish.
yeah, horseradish, yeah. Cauliflower?
That's what I said.
Yeah. I don't really like cauliflower that much.
I love good.
No, mine is carrots.
Yeah.
Carrots,
Yeah, carrots are good. Israel's is onion? Oh.
artichoke, and collard greens are my top 2 favorites.
Oh wow, yeah, no, artichokes. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I love artichokes. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah?
All right, Isaiah, can I have some baking trays, please? Baking trays. Oh,
What happened?
Isaiah over here punching me.
Isaiah, what's your favorite vegetable? Spinach.
Spinach is Isaiah, our smallest.
No, mine is asparagus.
Oh, that's a good one.
You want to tell the story?
No, you can tell the story. I always tell the story.
I always tell the story? Really? So, huh?
No, I always tell the story.
Wow.
No.
All
The
right.
last time I said it. How did we meet? Do you guys know?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well-
you do.
We all
Let's
know.
see. Does any of the community know?
Yeah. Do you guys know how we met? If you guys know, any of you guys, answer.
I'll tell the story. I'm just curious. Does any of the community know? So, we met on World of Warcraft.
The game.
Yeah,
The
the game.
computer
It's
game.
an online computer game. Used to be really big computer game. Yeah, she was in Taiwan. I was in Las Vegas, and so I was actually quitting playing video games at that time, and a good friend of mine got me back into it. And just to give you like a little background, so World of Warcraft uses different servers. So if you're in California, you connect to different servers than people that are in, or United States, you connect to different servers than people that are in Taiwan or Australia or anywhere else in the world, Japan. And so for whatever reason, my friend wanted to connect to a server that we typically wouldn't connect to. We were connecting to a server in Australia. And that's where I happened to meet this girl at. At first, we were just friends, obviously, and we used to just play together. She used to play a lot the way that I used to play a lot. I get pretty addicted to video games. I played them all my life. And so, yeah, she played as much as I did. She could keep up with me. And so it was we made a good team. And so we played together all the time. I mean, we would spend 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours
Can
at
you
a
wash your
time
hands and put these potatoes in?
gaming together. And yeah, that was pretty much the start. And then she was going to school for hospitality management, and
Hotel management
hotel management
in Switzerland.
in Switzerland, right? And she had a friend that wanted to go to Germany for spring break.
They asked if you guys still play.
No more video games. Nobody in the house plays video games anymore. They're a time suck, unfortunately. And just sitting in front of the monitor, now that I'm a little bit, or a lot of bit, more health cautious, sitting in front of the computer like that is just not good. And I do enough of that for my career that I get enough computer time for everybody in this house. Yeah, but it's just not, health-wise, it's not good to sit in front of the computer like that. And so we actually played a lot still up until, what would you say, about
3 years
3, 4
ago?
years ago.
Yeah.
And not a lot, just in our spare time. But, that spare time could be utilized to other things like the kids and the property and the animals and the business and yeah, so that's why we don't play anymore. But yeah, so we flew out to Germany for the first time.
That was his first time getting out of the country, first time getting a passport.
Right.
Me, I've been traveling for a while, but this is the first time I've been to Germany too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so we stayed in Germany and had a great time, and it was like it was probably one of the greatest times in my life. It
yeah.
was definitely a culture shock being over there. Just it was, like I said, it was the first time out of the States. It was my first time like really flying, really. And so just to see the difference in another country compared to what I was used to in America my whole life, it was pretty amazing. I didn't want to leave, to be honest. If I could go back, like that's definitely one of the top places I want to go visit again is Germany. It's such a beautiful
Bring the
place.
kids.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
we first started.
The efficiency of everything, how they do everything out there, it's quite amazing. The people were really kind and loving, and yeah, it was a really nice place to be. So that was the first time meeting. We were out there for about a week, and then she ended up getting an internship into the States in New Hampshire. It was New Hampshire, right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she ended up getting an internship to New Hampshire, and then she ended up getting a break, and she came out to visit in Las Vegas.
We'll answer that.
And that was pretty much. I proposed to her because I didn't want her to leave, and then we went and got eloped. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And that was history, right?
Yeah.
Now, yeah, 5 kids later, 20 plus goats, and
Yeah.
a business. Yeah, pretty crazy how it all came together.
Yep.
Um,
It's really cool.
yeah,
I love our story, babe.
yeah, it's pretty unique because especially like back then, um, you know, the online dating thing wasn't really a thing, and let alone like playing a video game and meeting somebody on a video game, that was like really frowned upon, especially like in, I wouldn't say in my family, but just in general. Um, yeah, it was definitely something different. But I mean, you never know where you're gonna meet love, right? I mean, it could be literally anywhere. You just gotta be open and willing to the possibility. And so I think our situation was a little bit unique in the sense that, like, I had actually, so I was dating around a lot before I met her. And, like, the whole dating thing was kind of weird because I didn't really grow up dating like that. You know, growing up, you met somebody and you were, like, friends with somebody or close to somebody. And then, you know, you ended up going out or whatever the case may be. But to like actually like do the whole dating thing back then, it was kind of weird. And so I had actually prayed, um, you know, that God would send me somebody. And really I was open to anything, but I had like some very specific traits that I truly believe that he answered my prayer, because it's just there's no possible way. The detail of my specific request opposed to, you know, just whatever he felt best for me. Yeah, there's no possible way that she could not have been what I was requesting. So, you know, but it could have went sour too.
I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you could have not been open, I could have not been. But if it's destined, right? Like I don't think there's anything that could have stopped us from um, coming together. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm subscribing after hearing the story.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Love the peach from UK.
What's that? Oh, love the peach from UK. Yeah, no, those peaches, man. I mean that I think that should be a thing. Grilled peach cobbler. I mean, for those of you that can actually deal with wheat and you can have pie crust and whatnot, and that can cook out there. I would definitely suggest trying to throw together a grilled peach cobbler would be off the chain. Because those grilled peaches were, oh yeah, to die for. And if you could get them kind of a little bit more squishy than firm, oh man, they're so good. All right, so we
need
ready?
Yeah, the potatoes. Do we toss this with oil and then just put them on the tray? Do you
I
want
would
hemp
do it
oil?
just how you like, basically how you do with smashed potatoes. That's what I was gonna do.
But we would have to first cook them.
But no, just as far in terms of grilling it, or not grilling it, but baking it.
Okay.
Just put them on there evenly, just to get it
Okay.
crispy. It should do its thing.
But we're just gonna do oil. I'm talking about seasonings.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean everything.
Everything.
Salt, yeah, onion, garlic.
We don't have garlic.
Smoked paprika. What's that?
Nobody speaks other languages.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but the little ones, because I
Jeez.
should have definitely taught them when I. Oh, jeez. When
A little bit Chinese.
you kind of understand some things.
Shut up.
See,
Yeah.
some easy stuff. Hola is not Chinese. Oh, hola. That's true.
No, we all do.
That's true.
Do you still remember it? Is the question?
Uh-huh.
What language do you speak?
I speak Cantonese, a little bit of Cantonese, Mandarin, and English. I did high school French, but I forgot all of it. My mom used to speak French. But yeah, those are the three. I'm not really great with the Chinese because I haven't spoke it in a while. So I've definitely lost a lot of it.
Yeah, see, I think I want to put this in the blender because I want it really fine. I don't want no chunks.
I think you should just keep blending.
Huh? No, it's going to take forever. Just put it in the blender.
So I'm making some fries now. I've got all of our red potatoes here. I'm seasoning it with some oil, salt, and seasonings before we put them on a tray to fry up or bake up, roast up.
This precious family. So impressed me to want to become more inspired.
This precious family is so inspires me to want to become more wise and creative in my cooking and baking. That's cool, and
You start a little.
yeah, I try to teach you guys that cooking is really not that hard. I did not grow up knowing how to cook like my
She
mom.
did not grow
No,
up knowing how to cook.
babe.
Trust me, she did not know how to cook.
Babe, there's this story about some mashed potatoes. What? Hang on a second. So, when I was learning to cook for everybody, I knew how to make mashed potatoes with regular potatoes. But then one day I went to the store and I picked up a box of fake. What is it called? I don't even know. Like instant.
The
Instant mashed potatoes. So I tried that, and how did it turn out, baby?
Wallpaper. Just think wallpaper. Like the thickest, most. Yeah. It's not that she didn't know how to cook. She knew how to cook. There were certain things I just kind of hang that over her head all the time because it was hilarious. You could literally turn the bowl upside down and the potatoes just sat there in the bowl, never fell down.
And that time that I made some rocks for Thanksgiving.
Right,
Rolls?
those biscuits. Yeah, when she was learning how to bake.
These are dense.
Right, yeah, yeah. They definitely filled your soul. That-
But your soul, huh?
yeah, it filled your whole soul.
Oh, really?
Mom said you guys are so adorable and funny.
Uh-oh, I lost one.
Thank you for
Where? That's not bad.
Just for the name.
That's not bad.
Right here is terrible.
Hey, what blender do you guys use for cooking?
Just a regular blender.
Just a regular food blender?
Yeah. Hey, somebody wash your hands and come put
Tracy,
potatoes, please.
can you set up the blender for me?
Israel, would you please read comments?
The sauces are
The blender.
Israel's too shy. No, she didn't. Read it.
Yeah.
Are we missing a lot of comments right now?
Because Israel's shy.
Time for the fries.
What do you think?
Not eat twice or eat potatoes much.
Mm.
What is it missing? I feel like it needs some lime or
Acidity?
some acidity, yeah.
Yes.
Someone asked if you guys are having more kids.
I kind of want to, but Trey says no.
You know, she really wanted more.
You can turn the thing.
No, it's fine. You know, just coming out of my health crisis that I just came out of, I was definitely not thinking about kids or wanting to produce any more children, considering what I was going through. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, so that would have been the last thing that I wanted to do is have another child, and she ended up pregnant, and then next thing you know, I'm not with her anymore, because it was a pretty serious situation that I was going through. Now, I mean, I would entertain the idea, but I mean, five is a handful.
Amount.
5 is a handful, but oh, because that stuff fell on it. You got it out?
Yeah, just
Okay,
take it out.
good. Yeah, 5 is a handful, but I've learned a lot in raising these ones. So, you know, if I did have one, it would be because I feel like I'm a little bit more wiser and ready for another one. She always wanted a big family, but I mean, 5 is good.
Yeah, 5 is
5 is
considered
good.
large.
One.
Hey, Suzanne. Hello, hello. Good to see you here.
The oldest actually doesn't want any more siblings.
You don't want any more? You don't want Isaiah's? He's cute.
I do.
You do. I was always thinking maybe we should even out the numbers. Like have one more girl.
But you don't know.
Yeah.
Right. It's a
It's a
crap.
50-50
It's a crap. Yeah.
chance.
Yeah. It's a crapshoot.
What are you doing right now?
I was gonna chop some more, man. Or a
And-
crap shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if I could deal with another Isaiah.
He is not bad.
Oh, he's not, huh?
How is he bad?
No, he's actually a lot.
He's
lot-
very
yeah.
wise and
Yeah, he's
grown up for his age.
just Tasmanian devil.
Huh?
I think another Israel would be cool. Another Missy.
I said yes.
Well, someone said I wish I could jump through the screen and be with y'all.
Who said that?
So bless my heart, my dear husband Benny and I live in Minnesota.
Oh, thank
Who said
you.
that?
And
Suzanne? I
Is
knew.
that-
Oh.
Who is it?
I don't know her name. And Lewis. EXU.
And Louise or Lewis.
Okay, can you scooch over a little bit, babe?
All right, sorry, man.
I understand not waiting more little sisters.
Wanting.
Wanting.
Yeah, he's a spoiled boy.
Me?
Big spoiled
you.
boy. Yeah, you.
Come on.
Big old spoiled baby, that one.
Who else?
Yep. Our first big old huge tank.
Come stand next to Baba. Show them.
Yeah, look at this boy. Screw over.
And
13
guess how? Oh, yep.
13 years old, turning 14 this year. Tall as me, wears a size 14,
Shoe. Yep.
220 pounds. I mean,
You can't
Yeah.
say that a vegan diet,
right,
you know,
right.
doesn't
Yeah.
help them grow.
Yeah, because he actually, and it's not like big weight, it's just dense. He's very, very dense. He's not fat in any shape or form. Yeah.
He used to be.
He used to be, yeah, he used to be before going plant-based. Yeah, and then he like shriveled up going plant-based and then started filling out to his normal size, which was, yeah, pretty cool to see.
Very good looking 13-year-old boy. Sweet boy.
Yeah, leader of the pack, trying to get him there.
I'm self-taught. I just make it myself. I'm the exact same myself.
See?
Two peas in a pod, that's the UK saying. Thank you so much, Ann. All right, let's get this in the blender. Let's see.
Wait.
I do, but I don't want a chance to spill. So.
I got some potatoes. I am tossing, and I am gonna put this in the oven.
Blue oyster.
Yep, blue oyster. Yeah, so Rosa, you know, with my break in my leg, she's been keeping up on the mushrooms. We had a harvest. That's actually what this is. This is actually mushroom. We're gonna bake it and make like bacon bits for the potatoes today. And it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, so we kind of let it die off. Essentially, we put in our last couple blocks, and it's just been a lot for Rosa. She's got a lot going on, and the mushrooms on top of that. Yeah, because there's a lot that you have to do with that. But my leg is getting better, so those will be coming back up. I can walk without a crutch now. I can't stand for very long still, even though I've been standing for quite long today. So I just want to give it a couple more weeks before I start messing around with the mushrooms again. But to answer your question on my favorite, it's definitely the blue oyster mushrooms. I want to try, I have a new strain, which is the Black Pearl King Trumpet. That's supposed to be a really, really good mushroom. So I'll be growing some of those come fall, or really once I get I'm able to stand for a good amount of time. I also want to try yellow oyster mushrooms and brown oyster mushrooms. I think they're Italian oyster mushrooms is what they're called, but they're actually brown. So, but right now, currently, blue are definitely my favorite. They have a kind of little like a milder taste to it, and for me, they have like this chicken like flavor to it. I don't know what it is. You too?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have kind of a chicken kind of taste to it. The pinks are great too. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, that's like this.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I can walk pretty normal, Susan. And
Suzanne or Susan?
Suzanne. Yeah, I can walk pretty well. I can't walk for a long period of time still. I still have a limp, but overall, yeah, no, I'm definitely doing good. My bone recovered really well. Um, my bones are dense, my doctor said, which is good because I was actually worried that um, I wasn't getting enough calcium, and that's why my leg broke because I've never had a broken leg my entire life. I used to skate a lot as a kid, rollerblade, bike. I mean, you name it, I pretty much did it, and had never broken a bone before. So I was actually worried that my bone density wasn't good, but that wasn't the case. My doctor actually said that my bones are extremely strong, like stronger than he's seen in a while. He said normally when he puts the clamp on people to screw on the brace and put the screws in, he said the clamps would typically melt through people's bones. Whereas his exact words, he said my bones, he could literally squeeze the clamp as hard as he could and didn't have any problem with it. So that was a relief for sure, because that's a thing. People go plant-based and not really understanding mineral intake, and you can mess yourself up if you don't do it right. So it was definitely good to know that I'm definitely on the right track. Yeah.
Sit at the table.
Do you? What's this? Which question? I have a question. You all seem to stand around the table there and eat. Do you all ever sit at a table? No, so that's one of the things on the list. Well, really the thing is that our would-be dining room is converted into our soaping area. And so we don't, we don't cross-contaminate. The Our dining table is a now soaping table. So yeah, typically we'll eat out around the coffee table in the living room. But yeah, we don't sit at a table anymore. We used to have dinner every single night together when I come home from work. But yeah, since starting the business, that we converted a room, which is our dining room. Okay, that's good to know. So alternate times of stress. Okay, yeah, that's really good to know. That's actually what I did yesterday. I was walking around, because we go to the skate park every night, so I will walk around the skate park, and I try to progress a little bit more every day. Um, but yesterday, I didn't walk. I didn't do anything. I just stayed off of it. So I guess I'll alternate that a little bit more. Maybe I'll do every other day of stressing.
Sorry.
In my early 50s and have solid bones. Yes.
Density. Yeah, yeah, Pamela. That's definitely a thing. And as we get older, we're told that our bone density reduces. But it'd be curious to see like some type of statistics or somebody showing, you know, somebody that's been plant-based for a long time and how their bone density is once they're wiser in age, I'll say, um, opposed to somebody that was animal-based for a good portion of their life and then went plant-based, how's their bone density versus somebody that's just completely animal-based, just to see the difference of how plant-based does, because the story is that plant-based diets don't have enough calcium. I don't think it's the calcium intake though. I think it's the K2 and D intake that is the most important. I think there's an abundant amount of calcium in plants and seeds and nuts and fruits. It's just making sure that you're getting the right vitamin D and K2 intake to make sure that that gets pulled into the bones. And that's something that I do religiously, because my D was actually really, I wouldn't say extremely low before I got sick, but it was pretty low. It was in the, I think it was in the low 20s. Might even been the teens. No, I think it was the low 20s when I first started going plant-based. I haven't checked it in a while, but when I did check it, it was on an upswing. And so I take a D and K supplement every day religiously. Yeah.
Mustard. So let's blend that. That's for the sauce, huh? Okay.
Yeah, so Rosa tries, somebody's asking, do you cook any of your native dishes?
Oh, it's never the same as home.
Right.
I try.
Because it's, so the thing is like, we can cook a native dish, but the problem is most of native dishes have some type of animal product in it, and you just can't recreate animal fat. Like, it's just, you know, maybe one day the science to get there. I personally wouldn't eat it, but you know, maybe one day the science will be there to where they can recreate that taste and umami of animal fat. But that really makes a huge difference in the flavor of native dishes. One of my native dishes that we were cooking for a while, it's called egusi, and it's a native Nigerian dish, and the egusi seeds are really, really good. But the thing is about egusi is they will detox the kidneys, and if your kidneys aren't strong, it could actually cause some problems on it. So my kidneys are pretty weak still, and I was having trouble with the egusi, so I stopped cooking that personally. All right, let's get this. Can I mute my mic?
No.
No? Okay. Sorry, guys. It's going to get loud for a second. Jollof rice, huh? Yeah, no, I've always wanted to try that. Yeah, I've always wanted to try it. Are you using that pot right now?
This pot?
Yeah.
I'm about to.
About to? Okay. Can you dump out that other pot?
This?
And then, no,
this
not
one?
that one. The big one?
And then just rinse it?
No, just dump it out. I'm going to store this in there.
That looks good. That's like a creamy sauce.
Right.
I'm going to bring you over to stations. So I've got some tofu that I'm going to season. I have the cauliflower. I've got a breading station. So I've got like flour, panko breadcrumbs, and a liquidy one, which is just a flour, seasonings, water, and some mustard and sriracha, some hot sauce. And then over here, Trey is still working on the sauce, and I've got the fries in the oven right now already. So let's park you back here.
Yeah, so I think this sauce for sure needs some acidity.
going to be frying up some stuff right here, so may as well bring you over here. Did you read this one? Let's see. The way you eat will you always have to eat the way you eat, or will you be able to eventually be able to eat what the family eats and enjoy?
Give me a second.
He's blending. Hang on a second.
So to be honest, I don't ever, I don't know if I ever want to go backwards. And I don't say backwards in like a negative way, but I'm, I don't think, and this is like I don't think I don't know what the future holds. That's for sure, but I don't think I'll ever eat like grains and a lot of the foods that they eat. Because for me, I look at, food is enjoyable, and I do love to enjoy food with the family. But I eat food more for sustenance, and it's just something that I guess I've grown to adapt to. Um, I guess once you learn something, it's kind of hard to unlearn that. And I'm that type of guy that, once I learn something, I try to stick to it the best of my ability. Um, yeah, and there's just a lot of problems. I've thought about, um, I used to do a lot of fermented foods. And if I do like start adding different grains back into my diet, it more or less probably be more fermented, so sauerkrauts and just pre-digested foods, really more than anything. Um, but no, I mean technically, I'm pretty sure I can add a lot of stuff back to my diet now. We've been experimenting with different things. Like I recently just added honey back into my diet, and I haven't had any adverse effects from it. Really going through this surgery opened up my eyes to like my system's pretty strong again. There's not really much that's setting me back anymore. So I'm pretty sure I could. I just don't know if I want to. Um, if that answers your question, as much as I would love to. Like there are some times where, like this weekend, they were barbecuing out at the park, and everybody's eating burgers and the Impossible burgers, and it's not gonna hurt you to cheat every now and then, but I just don't know if I want to go down that route. And then so the other thing is they eat a lot of oil. I'm pretty sure you guys all know that. They consume a lot of oil. I mean, like
I'm frying something.
a lot of oil.
I'm frying.
And if you're healthy and everything's okay, I mean that you're fine. Um, but so my gallbladder is not well also. So I have it's called bile sludge, and so it's basically where the gallbladder is not the bile is crystallizing, and it doesn't come out properly like a liquid like it should. And so my gallbladder, if I eat a lot of oil or fried foods or anything, it'll gum up my gallbladder, and then I start getting like swelling and um, it's not gallstones, but it's basically what forms before gallstones. So I try not to do anything to mess around with that, and that's the other reason why I eat the way that I do. It's very liver and gallbladder friendly. Um, yeah, so that's that. These are the cards that I was dealt, and really, it's not. I wouldn't even say it's the cards that I was dealt. Really, it was my fault. I knew what to do. I knew how to eat. I didn't, and I cheated. And I used to drink a lot of beer. I love beer. I'm a big beer guy. I love. That was one of the things I loved about going to Germany was getting to try the like real German beer, which was amazing. So Yeah, I did a lot of things in my youth, in my past, that kind of set me up for failure. And yeah, so I can't technically, I kind of can't really, even if I wanted to. It's because my liver. I try to work on it as much as I can. Um, I go through spurts where I do liver cleanses and gallbladder cleanses. Um, and it's definitely a lot better than what it was because I can consume more oil than what I used to be able to. So, maybe one day, maybe one day. All right, I think we're ready for this garlic sauce.
And then there's a question here. Have you how are the kids with the food? Are they picky or gone past that phrase?
Yeah, they're definitely gone past that phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, we've always been the type of parents that we don't really allow them to be picky. So we're not just gonna force them to eat, obviously, but we really encourage them to just try everything, like, and try it a couple times because you might not have liked it that one time, but then you go and try it again, and you might end up liking it. So I don't ever want them to be narrow-minded in food and what they want to try and experience, because you never know where you're going to go. You're never going to know where you're going to be at. And if you're always that person that's just like, I don't like this, I don't like that, and you got this long list of I don't likes, it kind of limits yourself. And so we just try to encourage them to always try food and try it a couple times. And if you don't like it after that, then, I mean, you don't like it. Everybody's taste is different, but at least you gave it a shot. But there are times where it's like, look, this is what's on the table. You can be hungry or you can eat. Take your pick.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because I mean, sometimes it's just that's what it is.
Have you ever cooked plantains? I love them, but don't get to eat them too often. I
Yeah,
have.
man. Fried plantains.
Yeah, those
Ooh,
are so
man.
good.
Ooh, wee.
See, you know what you have to do to stay healthy, and you do it. Looking around here at the population in the USA, not so much. Keep up the good work, and Rosa is a huge part of your healing.
She is.
I just help him cook.
I always tell her I would have died without her because cooking is definitely not my thing.
Ooh. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, that's really really good. So I've got a dredging station here. The fries are in the oven roasting. I'm gonna dredge some tofu and some cauliflower and start frying up in my little pan.
Yeah, no, that came together,
Yeah, that was good.
right?
Shawnee says they always look like they enjoy the meals. You can tell because they are always snacking while cooking. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they really do, and I'm so happy that they did. I was really afraid that they weren't, and they would end up wanting to drift back the other way, especially this one here.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't think that they would stick with it, but they did, and they like it. Like they
It's really not bad at all.
You don't want to double dip?
I'm gonna put it in the panko.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and they legitimately like it, which is really, really cool. It's such a blessing that, um, my family has come along with this journey. And
Not fully yet, but as in fully like you.
right, but I don't,
We
I
eat
don't
junk.
expect you guys. I don't expect anybody to be. I eat the way that I eat because I don't have a
have to.
choice. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I always say, like, my temptation and my want is, yeah, I would love to eat this fried breadcrumb battered tofu fry that she's I would love to have a vegan pizza. You guys have no clue how much I love pizza. And I think a little bit of junk food in moderation is okay. Considering, yeah, I look at everything from a broader scope, and considering what the body is capable of enduring, I think some people get addicted to health, and they forget that the body is really resilient. I mean, we're dousing people with extreme amounts of radiation and chemo, and there are people that don't take to it well because they're in a bad state, but there are lots of people that survive these, I mean, bodies just being riddled with toxins and parasites. And you clean up your act, and the body will heal. And I look at it from that perspective, that if you want to binge for a little bit, like, don't get out of control, obviously, but yeah, binge a little bit. Enjoy your life. You were given life to live it full and abundant, and enjoy the blessings that have been put here for us. And I don't think that you need to seclude yourself into this, I can't eat anything. You know, even with tofu, like, who knows really? Who really knows the long term results of it? I mean, we haven't got there yet. We're just finding the effects of things that were given to us 50 years ago.
Right.
Like, how can we know
Yep.
the long term effects of the amount of soy that we eat? But even with that, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So I got a garlic chunk.
You did. It was good.
Man.
Suzanne says, "I love your children are growing up." Man, that's good. Woo. I love that your children are growing up with each other and you and Rosa in their home, where they are learning skills that will take them through their life. They are going to be capable adults.
Yeah, thank you. That was
Suzanne.
Suzanne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you, Suzanne. That's really all we're aiming for. Just try to make good citizens, right? People that are honest and aware of what's going on in the world. I didn't grow up aware. I had no clue. Like I said, I played majority of my life. If I wasn't outside skating, I was inside playing video games. And even once I got older, if I wasn't working, I was playing video games. And if I wasn't playing video games, I was partying. And I didn't really understand how the world operated for a very long time. I mean, really, even past we met. It wasn't until we started going back to church, really. Yeah, that my eyes were just like illuminated, I'll say. I got the blinders pulled off real quick what was going on in the world. And yeah, it was a interesting task.
Hey, Israel, can you grab
But
me
yeah,
some
just
paper
trying
towel?
we just want them to be aware of the world, really. That's
Grab me
what we
paper
try
towel.
to do around here. And I don't think
One bowl.
it's what's going on in the schools these days. It's just a lot of confusion, and I think kids just need to be kids. They don't really need all that confusion. They're very, very simple, and we just try to shield them as much as possible. All right. Do we have a small baking sheet
Yeah.
so I can put
How
these
small?
mushrooms on here?
Yeah.
Start getting them crisped up.
Hang on, guys. We are coming back.
Like that small one that goes inside of the
There was one right here.
where? Oh yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
What does it say?
All right.
Someone said he's so cute. I'm guessing it's you.
Who?
His name is Dreadful Nick.
What's that? What they say?
He's so cute. That's all it says.
Uh,
Pamela Jones says, Rosa, have you made yuca before? I haven't. I like yuca a lot, but don't know how to prepare it well. I'll have to look it up. It's really difficult to get yuca here because we don't have it.
what's
Like,
yuca?
It's like a potato.
Oh,
Yuca. And
haven't we tried it before? No, that was starts with the H.
jicama?
Jicama.
It
yeah.
actually starts with a J.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Slowly but surely, my body is telling me what it will no longer tolerate. It wants whole plant-based foods only. When I listen, I do well. When I don't, I suffer.
Right.
And Anne says, thanks for sharing your healing journey with us. You two lovebirds and your precious children, definitely a match made in heaven. God bless and nurture you with his most precious healing love. Thank you so much, Anne.
Thank you so much.
And Jackie, hope I can catch the replay later. Will you be uploading it? Yep. As always, all the lives are going to be uploaded on here.
Yeah, and thank you for joining. We really appreciate it.
It was a very spur of the moment thing. I figured it'd be fun. I always like to do
She just tried to catch me on the live. That's all. Every single chance she gets, she tries to put me on the show.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
I'm really camera shy, guys.
Everyone loves to listen to you, babe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's good. We learn a lot from you, babe.
Yeah, you guys definitely make it easy to get on. That's for sure. Very loving, very welcoming community. Man, this is
Just that mushroom stuff, huh? Show everybody a close-up of that.
So this is a mushroom mash that we're gonna crisp up in the onion or in the oven. It's got roasted garlic and just a lot of smoky herbs like chipotle, smoked paprika, a little bit of onion powder. We roasted some lemongrass, so it's got a little bit of hint of
Man, that
in
lemongrass
here.
is delicious.
And then we're going to, it's got mint in here, but the mint's not really coming out the way that I want it to. So I think I'm gonna top dress it with the mint once it's done. What's your favorite way to eat avocado? I know that answer.
What's the answer?
That avocado fig jam weird toast thing that you make.
That thing is good. I never have a favorite of any food related anything.
Can I put this in here?
Yeah. So really, I like guacamole. I do love my avocado toast. Oh man, when you put the fig butter from Trader Joe's and you put it on sourdough, you get some hemp seeds on there, some spicy chipotle powder. Delicious. And then of course, avocado what is it? Tried fried avocados. Ooh.
Fried avocados, huh?
Yeah, it was like an appetizer thing.
That you made?
No.
Oh.
And then what else? Yeah, really.
Man, this sauce.
It's so good, huh?
It came out so good.
Yeah.
I was worrying because it wasn't coming together.
Why would you worry?
Like the sauce by itself didn't taste well. And then the garlic, I mean, it tasted good, but it wasn't what I was expecting it to taste like. And then the garlic mix wasn't tasting how I wanted it by itself.
Put together?
And then even the mushrooms, I was feeling like it was all missing something, but when you brought it all together,
it's
that's
good.
off the chain.
Wow, I've never heard of fried avocados. I need to look that up. They serve it at restaurants, and that's where I had it the first time. It's very fatty, of course, but you know, eat it in moderation.
Moderation?
What is your favorite way of eating avocado?
Mine?
Or yeah, well, YouTube it.
Yeah, I can't eat avocado. Guacamole. Actually, I would love to try that weird mix of yours.
Oh yeah,
And
it's really
but,
good.
you know, avocado still mess with my gallbladder also. It's too much fat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I turned it up too high.
It is good. Very good.
What's good?
The mix.
Your mix?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to dip it into those potatoes now. I'm starving. Yeah, I'm like absolutely starving. All right, so
The French fries. I don't know if we need to maybe rotate it a little bit.
they're not getting crispy.
Kind of. Pamela says, "Do y'all eat dates?" I make
Oh,
a mean
wow.
vegan date pudding. Tell them
So
about the date.
I am like so unlucky with dates. So I've been, like I said, I've been doing a lot better. I've been eating a bunch of stuff. So I wanted to make a date like smoothie. So I Rosa go and get me some dates. And I think it's the pitted dates that are the biggest problem. Although I did have a problem with seeded medjool dates also. I had less of a problem with the seeded medjool dates, but it seems like the pitted dates always have mold on the inside of them. So, you know, I'm like powering through these dates. I'm checking them. Everything's good. Get down to like the bottom of the box, and sure enough, I open one up and it's got mold in it. So I had been eating moldy grapes like all day that day. It didn't like wreck me.
Dates, you mean?
What
You
is
said
it?
grapes?
Yeah, dates. It didn't wreck me, but that mold, my body hyper reacts to it. And I mean like hyper reacts to it. It immediately, like my kidneys started flushing, a lot of frequent urination. It was not a good situation. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, so we had just got them. Like, I mean, we had literally just got them from the store. So I think it's something to do with the way that they're stored and shipped to us. They're getting it early or they're keeping it too long. But yeah, I think I might be done with dates. I just don't.
So sad.
I am like devastated by that. You have no clue how much I love dates. I absolutely love dates. But if they have mold in them, my body is gonna react, and it's just definitely not good. Yeah, so we try keeping them in the fridge as well.
I just have yours in the fridge now.
What's that?
I put yours in the fridge.
Yeah, but I just, like I said, we had just got them from the store, so I'm pretty much done with them. Yeah, I don't want to chance it anymore. It's not. Some people can do it. Like she got the same exact ones that had the mold inside of it. She ate them. She didn't have any problem with that at all. Didn't infect her, or maybe she's not feeling anything because it's just, normal for her. But yeah, they don't do well with me. My sleep was all jacked up. I mean, yeah, it was not a good time.
It's all right. You have other sweeteners we could use still.
Yeah, I love dates though. Yeah, I really wish it wasn't because I guess I can't say I'm done with them. Like I would love to have some date palms on the property. Um, maybe it's different harvesting them yourself. There's actually a date farm about an hour and a half from us that we've gone out to before, and they have some pretty good dates. So maybe I go around like harvest season, pick up a bunch from them, so I know that they're definitely a lot fresher and then preserve them the way that they should be preserved. But from the stores, I'm for sure done with the stores because I have no clue what those guys are doing. I don't use agave. They do. I use honey. I love honey. I use agave every now and then, but I mostly use honey. Yeah, we're one of the plant-based people that still do consume honey. I don't think, you know, ethically, I don't think it's a problem. Um, honey has been harvested since the beginning of time. I think it's the practice in how honey is being harvested now and how the bees are being treated now that poses the ethical issues. But we get our honey from a local farmer that we know how they do their practice, and so we support them. Yeah, Tammy, I definitely want my own date trees. And apparently those things like really, really bear a lot of fruit, those date trees. So wouldn't even need that many of them. Yeah, no, bees are in a major decline and there's definitely not enough awareness around them. And all the pesticides and environmental toxins are really, really harsh on those guys. And yeah, it's unfortunate because they are they are really a critical key point to our environment, to our ecosystem. And if those guys, um, yeah, if those guys get in an extinct position, I don't think we would follow too far after them. Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, though, there's a lot that doesn't need bees to pollinate. There's definitely a lot of self-pollinating trees out there, but there's just we don't. It's one of those things. Like, yeah, we might survive for a while without them. Scientifically, it's like we can do without these foods that they pollinate because there's a lot of other pollinators also other than bees. But I mean, you're taking out a key piece to the ecosystem. You have no clue the environmental effect that would have on us. Like, we can't even begin to imagine what would happen. Um, so yeah. Hey, what's up? Way to go! I'm doing good, bro. Leg is doing good. Um, Walking around now. I've been standing all day actually. I did a walk this morning and I did have to lay down for a little bit. I don't know why the inflammation got pretty bad back down there, but it ended up going away. I mean, I'm expected to get full mobility back. I mean, everything has been great with it. The healing process hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. Um, Therapy has been good. So yeah, thank you for asking. I get my honey from the local beekeeper too. Yeah, that's definitely the best route to go because local beekeepers are, you can't trust everybody, obviously, but for the most part, anybody that tends the bees, I've noticed a commonality that they're all pretty good people. I mean, they're pretty much every beekeeper that I've ever come across, they've all seemed like they're really down to earth, really humble people. And I wonder if that's something with the frequency that the bees let off because they're around them so much. Um, but yeah, that's another topic. Have a great idea. Oh snap! What's up, Rob? Crazy. Rob's on
Rob?
here
Rob
from
Smith?
from the source.
Oh, hey, Robert.
Crazy, yeah. Hey, that's dope. That's dope. I didn't even know you followed us, Rob. That's
Yeah.
really cool. So Rosa's making some fried breadcrumb, like bread planko. Are you doing cauliflower also?
Yeah. See?
So she's doing cauliflower and
This is
tofu.
and then I'm gonna do the cauliflower. But this is breaded with panko.
Panko, yeah. And
And
then
then
I made this like garlic, mint and spicy cauliflower sauce that's gonna act as a dipping sauce for our baked potatoes. That also have
they're like fries, baked fries.
yeah, baked fries. Yeah, not baked potatoes, baked fries, and mushrooms. So mushrooms, pink oyster mushrooms that are gonna act as like kind of a bacon topping for the fries as well.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I didn't
Hey,
even know you
Rob.
followed us. Yeah, Rob is good people. Thank you. Yeah, we still got work to do. This counter that we're cooking on right now, we're gonna do next and put up a butcher block. The other one that I did, it was kind of a test area. I wanted to see how the wood was gonna hold up, how it being used in the kitchen was gonna hold up, and I like the way it's held up so far. So we're gonna move on to this one next, which gets used a lot more, and see how that one holds up before we do the rest of it.
It should be alright.
Hey, yeah, that's dope.
How do you know it's him?
He said it's Rob from the source. Yeah, he's been following you from the beginning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, really
From the
cool.
farm time, like the goats and
just
stuff?
since you've been doing the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, really,
All the
it's
farm.
all Rosa. She has been really putting in a lot of hard work, and really proud of her too. She's been consistent and keeping up with it. She's always wanted to do it, just never really jumped into it. So super proud of her. She's built a beautiful community, and it's just really shows the love.
Yeah, our community is really great.
Yeah.
All of the people, all of you guys make it very easy to be on here. So thank you.
Any growers out there, I highly recommend ChatGPT to start. Growers of what? Or just growers in general? Yeah, we'll try to do more.
Lives?
Yeah, I'm gonna be going back into work soon. Once my leg heals up completely, and because I still have to go out in a boot. When I'm around the house, I try to walk around as much as possible to, strengthen it as much as I can. But I'll be going back into work soon, so you'll definitely see a lot less of me. Is that a kitchen island in the back? Yeah, so it's another kitchen island. It's kind of like a bar island. That's a really big one over there. That'll be last that we do. Yeah, she's definitely a future chef. Yeah, I
Oh,
can't.
Mercy?
Yeah, I can't wait to see what she ends up doing. The cupboards look really nice. Thank you. Yeah, it all came together. So she wanted the green. We were actually thinking about like redoing um the glass part altogether, but when I had suggested let's paint everything gold with the green, it just all came together because these glass boards are gold also. And yeah, it turns out really good. I was kind of skeptical of the green at first, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't picture it, I couldn't visualize it. So but once we started painting, it was like, yeah, no, it looks really dope. Yeah, it looks really dope. Yeah, and so the butcher blocks I think are gonna Yeah, it just really looks kind of like rustic, like kind of old, whimsical kind of a look.
Cottage.
Yeah, cottage. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I want a gold sink. She's kind of hesitant on that, but I think the gold sink will look
I
good.
think it'll be all right.
Making the comments on the wall.
Yeah,
Excuse
almost there.
I'm gonna warm this up.
The fries are almost done.
Yeah.
I'm doing the tofu. It tastes like cheese, babe.
The tofu does.
I don't know what it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
can't
good.
wait to sit down and eat. I'm so hungry.
I'm gonna bring you a little chair.
Thank you, babe.
Where do you want to sit?
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm gonna lower you.
Alright. You gonna
Oopsie. Sorry.
any more comments on there?
Yeah, what a lovely family. Bless you all. The green really brightens up the room. Marianne asks, Rosa, do you fry the cauliflower from raw? I do. You can boil it if you would like to, but I'm too lazy. That's an extra step that I'm not willing to take. So I'm just going to fry the vegetable raw like this. It adds an extra little, like, sometimes you get, you can see how big. It depends on how big your cauliflower is. If it's too big, it will be a little raw and crunchy on the inside. So just make them smaller and then just fry them. Yeah. Yep, so I've got the tofu. It looks good, doesn't it? See? And it's so crispy. You could tell. So I'm going to cook this first and then I will do the cauliflower because the cauliflower, I don't think I'm going to panko. It doesn't stay as crispy. So, tofu done.
It looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it looks legit.
Do you want something else to put your leg on?
No.
Are you almost done?
I'm just warming this up right now, and then the fries.
Yeah.
I think I do want some acidity inside of this.
What do you want to put?
Just some lime.
Lime.
I think it'll make it pop.
Yeah, and the tofu looks amazing. Yes, it looks delicious. And I actually tried a piece because one just broke, so of course you have to eat that. And it's good. Really, really good. I have my husband sitting here because I don't want him to stand for so long.
What's that?
I don't want you to stand for so
Oh.
long. Oh, wow.
Whoa. Yeah, and I'm getting pretty tired. The leg is definitely saying it's time for a break. So it's
Right.
perfect timing.
Rosa is all about getting things done in a limited time. Mama of 5 is always busy. Yeah, I feel like I'm always busy. I feel like I'm always moving. Do you grow food trees, and what do you grow?
So we had a little bit of situation with our fruit trees this year. Right before I broke my ankle, my youngest broke the irrigation, so the irrigation was off, and then I tasked all the other ones, especially the oldest ones, with keeping everything watered. Well, kids will be kids, and nothing got watered, so I literally lost all my fruit trees. Yeah, still a little upset with that. Yeah, still pretty upset with that. I had some 3-year-old mulberry trees that were about to go into the ground. I had just put all my fig trees into the ground. Not everything is completely gone, and I think the mulberry will come back. See, that's one of the things I don't know you guys that hear me talk about a lot is how resilient we are. But I learned that not only through my experience, but also with trees. trees are extremely resilient. When you think that they're dead, I mean, if you'd be surprised when you just keep watering that thing, the life that'll come out of it. It might not ever be the same again, as far as production and its health, but I have hope. I'm hoping they'll come back. It really sets us back now because um, they died back so much, and they were at such a nice size to go into the ground. It really cut them all the way back. They didn't get any new growth this year, um, so yeah, it just set us back. But to answer your question, we do have fruit trees. We just had a little mishap this year that it was definitely a life lesson for the kids. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, so next year though, maybe I'll strike it rich one day and I could just buy in a bunch of already ready established fruit trees that are 10, 15 feet tall already, and
Just plant them in the ground.
yeah, I could just plant them and be done with growing from seed. Because all my fig trees I grew from cuttings that were probably about 8 inches, 6 to 8 inches tall, and grew them to about 3, 4 feet tall, and they were all producing, and it's a process. But yeah, and because we started the mushroom grow, we were late planting all of our vegetables this year, so it was just and as in terms of outdoors production for food production was just not a good year this year. But fall is coming up. You'll probably see our fall garden going up soon. You'll probably see Rosa harvesting from that because there's a lot of our winters, our falls and winters aren't that harsh, so we can get in a lot of winter crops, our winter vegetables that'll make it through the winters out here. And next year, hopefully our trees will come back. We'll see. I still have hope for them. No, I don't smoke weed. I don't feel anything should go in the lungs. For my leg, though, I was taking RSO oil, and so I do use RSO oil, which is basically a full spectrum um, oil that I'm pretty sure you know what RSO oil is. Um, but yeah, so instead of the Oxycontin that they prescribed, and um, I use RSO oil for the pain, which worked amazing, and I feel like it helped with the inflammation. I don't know if it also helped with the inflammation. I was doing other things for the inflammation also, but yeah, the RSO oil definitely helped for the pain, and I didn't have to worry about putting any, you know, um, heroin, opioids into my body. Yeah, no, moringa is real strong. Yeah, so set up and how it's going. Yeah, so I plan on doing a video. So, like I said, Rosa was taking care of it. Um, it's not in the greatest shape right now. It's it's not in bad shape. Basically, I had something that was blocking the light from coming in, and that it was also serving as a purpose to keep the spores out of the room.
I'm gonna open this.
So while she was taking care of it, we get pretty bad winds out here. That piece came down, and all the spores that were exhausting out of my house were exhausting and coming back in to the house. So
Can you get the mints?
where that? I guess I could give you guys a quick shot of it right now. It's not in bad shape. There's not really, we got like 2 blocks in there growing right now. It's just not in the greatest shape. I'll take you guys over there, give you a quick peek. I did plan on doing a full-blown mushroom tour, but since you guys are here, you guys could get a quick.
Can I just take the phone?
Yeah. So this thing is facing. All right. Yeah, look. So let's see. Get you guys a shot of that. So this is the mushroom. I don't know if you guys. So up here is an intake fan that I have attached to a HEPA filter that sucks in all clean air from here. And I also have an air purifier here, and this is all of my supplies for the mushroom grow. I keep it completely clean. This is, like I said, another air purifier that just purifies air that's in here. Over here is, this is my inoculation tent. So here, let me come in here. When you step in, we have extra shoes that we don't bring anything from outside into here. So we use these shoes while we're in here. This is my inoculation tent. This is where everything gets incubated. I don't know if you could see this. Yeah, so this is where everything gets incubated at. And everything grows in here. This is what's called spawn. These are way over pollinated. As you can see, this was right before I broke my leg. I didn't want to have her, it would have been a lot to teach her how to inoculate the fruiting blocks. So I told her just leave it. It's going to be an experiment for one. And then we plan on doing an outside grow this fall and winter, where I'm going to create these big old huge mushroom blocks and inoculate those mushroom blocks with all of this. This is all of my liquid culture right here. So over here is all my liquid culture, and this is where all of the fruiting blocks would go, is down here. So it's just a little 2x2 tent, but we try to maximize it as much as possible. This over here is, hey, let me see if I could, actually right here. Okay, better. That's a lot better. Turn you guys around. So this right here is where the humidity, we have foggers in there. So humidity goes up there and it comes out into the tent. These are all the humidity, all my sensors for humidity, temperature, and CO2 to try to keep those dialed in. Keep the humidity pretty high inside of the tent. This is my quote unquote lab. This is where I inoculate everything. This is it's not a flow hood, but it's a makeshift flow hood. It's where I do all of my cultures at. So if I'm transferring petri dishes, if I'm spawning grain, like putting those glass jars to add to the fruiting blocks, I do all that right here. It's got a HEPA filter up top attached to a fan that blows air in, and then another filter right here that blows the air out. That over there is what I was telling you about. I just had it up with duct tape. I thought it was gonna hold. It didn't, so it was kind of a learning experience. Once I'm back up in full speed on my feet, I'm gonna permanently put a piece of um, sheetrock right there, drywall to cover that up. And I want to reposition. I don't need such a big lab. I found that all of this extra space right here on this wall is not needed, and I could fit another incubation tent right there. So I'm probably going to do that and just cut the lab down a little bit to really utilize space in here. And then this is the tent. It's a 4x8 tent. I have another HEPA filter. I'm very anal in terms of contamination. So I have another, which really I only need one, but why not? I had it. This is AC that's blowing cold air into another HEPA filter that gets pumped inside of the tent right here. So cold air from the AC goes inside the tent to keep the temperatures down inside of here. And then, yeah, so this is what we have flowering right now. It's just these last 2 blocks or 3 blocks. There's a chestnut down there. This is a pink that we partially harvested yesterday. And then I got some blues that are coming out. You see the blues, how they're kind of like tubey? It's because there's not enough fresh air exchange inside of the tent. So one of the modifications that I'm gonna make when I put in the drywall over there is I'm gonna get more fresh air coming in. I'm gonna put another filter that's gonna pull in fresh air from outside and pump it directly into the tent to get adequate, because oyster mushrooms in particular, they need a lot of fresh air. Like this, you see over there, it says 661. It's not focusing. That's the CO2 meter and how high the CO2 is in there. Oyster mushrooms like it around 400. And so that's the ambient CO2 level that's outside. So it's crazy that even 200 parts per million, it's still too high for the oyster mushrooms. They need a lot of fresh air. From start to finish, Tammy, it is it depends on the strain. Yeah, this is the science behind the scenes. Yeah, it depends on the strain. It for pink oyster mushrooms, from the grain spawn, inoculation. I'll give you the life cycle. So from the liquid culture to the grain spawn to the fruiting block, it's roughly about a month and a half, roughly, depending on the strain. So 10 pink oyster mushroom is about 10 days. It depends on the heat too. It's roughly about 10 days to fully colonize a quart of grain spawn. And then from the grain spawn to the fruiting block is roughly about another 10 days to 2 weeks. So it could take about a month, and then it's another like 7 to 10 days until you get fruit. So like I said, it's about a month and a half from liquid culture to grain spawn to fruiting block to your actual fruit. So it's not too long, but once you have your rotation going, it's about a week per harvest. So once you've gone through the initial, let me turn you guys back around. Once you've gone through the initial process and once your cycle is going, it's about a week every harvest if you set it up right. Could be a little bit longer, could be a little bit less, depending on the strain. Now, chestnut take about 3 weeks each round. So those guys take a really, really long time, and they, unless you've colonized your spawn and your fruiting blocks really well, you can end up with contamination of just because they take so long to spawn. They taste really good, but the time to spawn it's quite a while, and so we'll probably retire that strain just because we don't have a big space. We do eventually. I would like to. And I'm glad it happened. My leg broke when it broke, because it would have sucked if I would have went um, really big and got shut down in terms of business. But I do plan on. I would like to sell them eventually, and get a little bit more space once I get everything dialed in here and just really learn the process. I really like to geek out on stuff and get into the science and really learn what I'm doing before jumping into something. So there are, yeah. So I've always messed around with like soil biology, and when I first moved on this property, I was really into mycology and mushrooms. And so I learned from a guy named Paul Stamets. He's pretty much like the godfather of mycology. And so he has a couple books. One's called Growing Gourmet and Medical Mushrooms. It's an ebook. You can find it online. And there's another one called Mycelium Running. And those are really good books. Those are the first two books that I read on it. When I read those books, I pretty much like devoured. It was like, man, mycelium and the fungal network is absolutely amazing. I really, really love the fungal network. And so yeah, I devoured those books. So those are two really good ones. And then what was another one? Oh, there's the latest one that I started reading, but it's not really about growing mushrooms. It's more about medical and medicinal mushrooms. The book's literally called Medicinal Mushrooms. It's by Christopher Hops, I believe. Um, that's another really good book, but it doesn't have anything pertaining to growing mushrooms. I would refer you to the mycelium running and growing gourmet and medical mushrooms, and then just devour the internet. Like if you're really interested in it, there's a ton of wealth out there on the internet. There's a lot of YouTubers. 2020 during the pandemic was pretty much like the boom of mushroom growers, and yeah, people just started documenting their processes and teaching, and the mycology community like really took off during the pandemic. So there's a wealth of knowledge out there, and that's pretty much how I learned. I just, like I said, I just really geeked out on it and really learned the process. A lot of people recommend like just starting with fruiting blocks, but I really like to learn from the root up, and so I kind of went the other way, and I started learning how to inoculate the poultry dishes and really like culture the mycelium from beginning into fruiting to really learn the whole process. And so I've got all of that down, I think, relatively good. Yeah, I can take cultures pretty well, and I spawn very well. I'm still learning the fruiting, because the fruiting process is like really, really, I wouldn't say it's not difficult. It's just they it's like they all have their own personality. It's like really weird because it's the same strain, like came from the same culture, grew on the same grain spawn, and then you put it in a fruiting chamber, and it all acts different for the different blocks that you came in, put in, and it's I don't know if I'm still dialing in the temperature because it's really really hot out here, and they don't do well in the heat, and so yeah, I'm still dialing in the temperature and stuff. So it's a process. Does anyone sell mushrooms at your local? No, they don't. So that's where I want to kind of start at, is going out there to sell. Hopefully, I'll be able to get out there this fall and sell out there. But there is a really, really big mushroom grower that's out in Vegas, and they started around 2020. We've tried their mushrooms; they're pretty good. But yeah, out here there's nobody out here that sells. But at the same token, I don't know if the market is ready for mushrooms out here. We live in a very conservative town, and it's very old school. So mushrooms might not, it might not be ready for this market out here. It's a lot of like older retirees. It could do well. I don't know, but at the same time, I don't know if it's I don't know if the market is ready for it yet. Yeah.
The fries are ready.
Are they?
So if we want to just start serving or whatever you want to do.
Where they at? They're in the oven?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanna call it a day and start getting lunch ready?
They want to see this, so.
Huh?
They want to see this.
Oh.
So I'm gonna just finish this last batch and then we can serve.
All right.
So you took them on an impromptu little tour, huh?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
are lucky today.
Yeah.
Because you guys have been asking about it and we haven't filmed it yet.
Right. Yeah. No, you guys lucked up and got a little, like she said, impromptu tour. Yeah, because I do plan on we were gonna do like a legit video of it, but then I broke my, had to break my ankle and
Of course.
go out and ruin that. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, very welcome. Yeah, I like teaching. Not a teacher. I'm not good at it, but I definitely I like educating. I guess I'm more of a tidbit kind of guy. Like, did you know? Because I'm definitely not a good teacher.
But if you have more lives like this and people have questions, you're a good teacher. You always answer them questions.
Yeah.
So I encourage him. Encourage him to do this. That's cool, babe. You showed him everything?
Yeah, the whole thing.
That's cool. That's a little burnt.
I noticed that.
It's still usable.
What happened? Oh man, it would have been so good too.
Cauliflower is done. The mushroom bacon, it burnt a little bit.
It's a little crispy. Yeah, it came out a little crispy. The non-crispy parts are really really good. The crispy parts got a little bit of char to it.
But that spice is so good.
It's gonna be good though.
All right, we're about to get the fries out, and then we're ready to eat.
Yeah, we'll have to do that again. That's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah, that is really really good.
Okay, come on. We're gonna get this out. So if you want to maybe set them up over here. Oh,
All right.
sorry. Is that hot?
Yeah, it was hot.
You think it could go more, or you want? There's
No,
some
that's-
crispy.
yeah.
There's some soft. I like the soft one.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then we got this tray. And then we've got the russets, which we can do after. So I'm gonna set them up here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely like hella spicy.
So we've got our fries. We have our bacon, our tofu, and cauliflower's coming.
Mm.
Was it good?
Carb and protein.
Yeah, it's not supposed to mix, but I get it. But it's so good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put everything together. You're gonna put the sauce on here.
So I was thinking, if we do that, it's gonna make it kind of
Not crisp.
crispy.
Yeah, that's up to you, babe.
I think we should just dip it.
Dip it.
What do you think?
Sure.
And then put the bacon bits like in the dipping sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
So we could give the kids one
you come eat.
a dipping sauce, and then hey, is there another
There's
another-
more coming, but
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you guys are.
You have
are
your
coming. Yep.
These are old boys.
Can you help me?
Go get in it.
Oh my goodness.
Bye, Jackie. See you on the next video. All right, this is our spread.
All right. Woo, woo, woo.
Where's ours?
It's in the oven.
It's in the oven, crispy. I mean, unless you want them now. I think it could get. I think it could get crispier.
Can somebody get
What's
the
this?
fries out, please?
No, that's
Drink it.
Shut up. Give me Can you have me a serving spoon? Here, taste it. Tell me how it. Can you give me a serving spoon?
Choose what you do.
The other what?
That's what you choose.
Here, this is for you guys.
What is that? Is it butter chicken?
Butter chicken.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you need it fries with it crisp more.
Need to go crispier.
Yes.
Need to. They need to.
Taste it with the fry. Here.
But there's stuff on
Oh, it's leaking.
Here's it. Taste it with the fries.
Yeah, taste it with the fry. See how it came out.
Here. Great.
Yeah, that's
I will gladly all
yeah, that's good.
What happened?
Mm. It's good. Yeah, that's good.
You
Okay.
Here.
Don't double it.
It's good.
Not good.
Lot.
So I guess the question.
yeah.
Oh, forgot. Yeah. I don't know if I want it now. That's what I was gonna do. That's what it was. That's what it was. It wasn't the cauliflower. So we found a tomato sauce that doesn't have any added sugar to it, and it's actually pretty legit. It's just got tomato concentrate, organic balsamic vinegar, salt, organic carrot puree,
Yeah, can you please?
organic
Some
onion
help.
powder, organic red pepper, organic
Need
spices.
more water.
I was going to blend the mushrooms into here with the garlic sauce,
But you didn't.
but I didn't
Because you forgot.
because I forgot. That's right.
But you eat it with your fries.
Yeah,
So
we'll have
this-
it on the side. I'm trying to
Be a
think.
bar.
Goes here.
Ketchup
Here,
and fries is one of the best combos in the world.
Mom,
Yeah.
can I just?
Huh?
Can I just put ketchup all over?
No.
No, that's for the fries. Bro.
This is good with this.
Here,
You don't even know.
Yes, I did. I used one.
here, 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 here.
Can you read?
I don't know where to read from.
Just scroll up a little and maybe just read some if they have any questions.
Can you give me some more
Can you, Emmanuel?
No.
Thank you for
What?
What do you need?
to drink it? It's good.
I think the last one, somebody said goodbye.
Yeah.
Here's our tie. Give them some.
Looks delicious.
Put it right there.
Thank you for your good book.
Thank you for the tour. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Food looks delicious. Enjoy the life. The life.
Thank you, Titi.
This time was awesome. Thank you all.
Thank you guys for joining. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us and our family in this kitchen. We always love to see your names on the comments and everywhere that we post, so we're so glad to have you as part of the community. All right, you guys ready to eat?
It's time to get it in.
All righty, everybody. We
Bye.
thank you guys so much again, and we will see you on the next video.
Bye, everybody.
Take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good job. Bob got it.
No, get off. I didn't fart.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Bye.
No.